Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Dan Lobash, excuse the frog, and I wanted to show you an alternative to using this slow single needle inserter. Some people are in a hurry; they want to put a lot of needles in, or they don't want to spend a lot of time doing it, and they want it to be automatic. So I'm going to show you an alternative to this, and the alternative to this is called the Auto 35, and it looks like this. Well, it doesn't that look scary? It looks scary if you come on up to somebody with one of those things. But anyway, it's really simple. It's not scary at all. It has a nice chrome plated look to it. And it's called an Auto 35 because it has 35 needles in it. It's something like using a Gatling gun. It it's like a weapon. Uh, this is how the needles come. They're pre-packed in a little cartridge. It has little teeth on the top. You can see the little teeth. And you can see the needles inside, I think, kind of the little gray things. They're all packaged in there. And when you put it in, there's a little tiny hole in the end. You can see that little hole right near my index finger. And you put it in the device. This is the lower housing. There's a little keyway inside. Let's see if we can see that. You see that little notch here? And you line up the little protrusion here with the notch. It's called a little keyway. And you line them up and it just falls in place. There's two colors. There's a white one and a pink one that we have. This happens to be a white cartridge. Then you take the top part and you put it on and you very carefully screw them back together like that. And how you do it is there's a replaceable end piece, and you can get those separately for different patients. But all you have to do is you take this little, looks like a clip for a pocket, and you press it down. And when you do that, I don't know if you could see that, there's a needle that dropped into the end from the cartridge. So once it's there, don't lift your hand because it'll fall out. Then you take your index finger on the top and you press down and it releases a spring-loaded trigger. Watch. See? And you lift it up and voila, there it is. Now it's very fast. You can do another one and another one and another one. See? Bang, 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 bang. You see that? It puts it in. This one actually has a variable tip on it where you can adjust the insertion depth somewhat. I'm going to remove those needles and discard them in my needle discard, but let me show you that. You see the tip here, and there's like a little knurled knob here. And what you do is you hold the tip and you hold the knob and you do reverse opening like this. And it releases it because right here in the middle, you can see that silver thing? That's a lock washer. So that keeps the tip from moving. But you can unscrew it this way, and when you unscrew it and make it more, you can see more threads there, it makes the plunger longer so it pushes the needle in deeper. So, but where I like to leave it is about midway, and you can experiment with this because you don't want to create too much depth, especially on the back of the hand where there's a lot of tendons and ligaments. But you do that and then you lock them together. See, you do just the opposite. You lock them together so they're tight, and then you take the body of the device and you just, and be very carefully, keep it upright. See, sometimes it cocks and you don't want to over force it and wreck the threads. But there you go, and you're ready to go. 35 needles. What you have to be careful of is when you press it, press this down only once. Don't press it twice. If a needle doesn't drop down when you press it once, then go tap, 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 tap. And if no needle comes out, then likely the thing is empty in that slot. Now, you can try it again. You can press this down again and see if a needle drops. If it doesn't, then you have to open your device because it's a little finicky sometimes, and you pull the cartridge out. Make sure there's not some 2 needle points sticking out of there that have gotten lodged in there. If there is a needle sticking out of there, you need to take some forceps and pull it free. Otherwise, you have to get them out of there, and that's how to do it. Otherwise, you're going to lose your whole cartridge, and you don't want to do that. Okay. So then once it's free, then put it back together, screw it back in, and you're good to go. Okay? Now this is just a force fit like that. If you want to change this with each client, you can get a small bag of 50 of these tips if you want to do that. Okay? So anyway, look on the website for the cost of the cartridges, and then if you have any questions, you can always contact me. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed my video take on the Auto 35. Thank you.